is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And the Spurs start out with the ball. Barnes outside. Puts up a three. Porter pulls it in. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
First personal foul.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Now, here's Jokic. Off target with his three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fox deciding where to go with it. And the basket by Vassell.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. Now the obvious concern is Nikola Jokic, particularly as a playmaker. Coach told me if Jokic goes off for 40 himself, we can still win if we hold his teammates down. But that's tough when he's hitting those guys in their favorite spots. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Buries the long-range jumper. Vassell's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Spurs. Now Murray. Pass to Brown. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Gordon. Porter in the corner. 6 to shoot. Oh, good with the triple. Here are the Spurs with the ball. It's a three-point game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Fox gets it to go.
Look at Fox fearlessly going inside, hunting for a higher percentage look.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. The Nuggets trailed by 5. Porter in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Left side, Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. .141 left to play in the first. Barnes, right side. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembanyama.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Picked him clean. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Pass to Champagny. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Sochan.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
San Antonio with the ball, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Wembanyama, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Murray for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Murray, good.
And that's what you're looking to do. Get your best scorers something within the flow of the offense.
Here's Paul. Rebound by Murray. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jokic. For 3, Westbrook. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us, perfect.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
They be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one that trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this. I slide for my brothers, I slide and then I slide again. Yeah, look, if you don't love me, then just leave me, don't string me along and lie again. Yeah, paparazzi, they be flicking while I stay hating my mission. My operation is different, my compensation exquisite. Got a taste of commission, I couldn't wait for permission. They used to tell me no, I'm the one that made the decision. Big talker, big papa, I be doing the most. Rich Roger, get proper when I ride in a ghost. Big walker, big offer, they not harder than foe. You don't even gotta tell them, and they already know. The one that's going up, big body truck. They acting like they tough. We know well enough, and we know that you ain't that.
You're You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories.
Jaylen Brown.
Brown drives in. Good work there as it goes. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brown outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Down low. Here's KD. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Durant's got 5.
Just working his way inside there. Durant so good at just finding his shot all over the court.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Booker. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace. Oh, Kevin Durant, unreal.
Pass to Holiday. This one for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
The kick out to Holiday. Brown outside. The trade. The rebound by Richard. Quick start for the Suns in this one. It's a 5-point game. Here's KD. And he converts the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here is Holiday. At the elbow, it's Brown. Back to Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Brown outside. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Beal. Takes it inside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
Now here's Brown. And they get it. O'Neal with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's O'Neal. Outside Beal. Fires from 14. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Now here's Brown. Here's Hauser. They grab their own miss. Pass to Pritchard. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Fades. Misses off the left iron. Suns leading by 11. Here's Durant.
Baby, I'm all in my zone. The way that I'm rocking, you know that it's on. Last record was truly imperial. We back in the lab, making new material. Eating rappers for breakfast, I've been skipping the cereal. Where I made it from, it's like quite the miracle. But I don't take nothing for granted. I would keep y'all dancing for a decade down. Now we planned it. It's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah. It's a feeling you can't describe. We on a steady climb, and it'll be just fine. Yeah, now go and turn me loose. Hey, hey, hey. I'm getting in my groove. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. All I wanna say, I just wanna do my thing and have myself a nice day. I'm feeling pretty good, I think so, man. All I wanna say, I just wanna do my thing and have myself a nice day. Oh, yeah. Now go and turn me loose. Hey, hey, now getting in my groove. Now go and turn me loose. Hey, hey, you know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Now go and turn me loose. Hit it. Brassy girls everywhere.
Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And so off the tip, it's Miami. Wiggins outside, pass to Hero, and here's Adebayo, guarded by Banchero. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Magic. And Grant, the Heat, last season, retiring Udonis Haslem's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
Wagner with a steal. Some room here for Suggs. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Hero right side. The three from Mitchell. The rebound by Carter. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic.
Davion Mitchell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Yeah, look at Banchero, reminding you he can shoot too.
I got him.
Here's Ware. Adebayo with it. Here's Ware. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
It's Suggs with a drive, and he gets it to go.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Hero. Here's Adebayo. The rebound by Carter. Banchero outside. Going inside. Pass to Suggs. Wagner in the high post. Tries again. The rebound by Ware.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that. He gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Yeah, in the battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
Miami shooting their first free throw of the contest. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Carter. The three is up. And it's Suggs with the three. Suggs has got 7.
His teammates expect Suggs to hit these shots, and he doesn't disappoint them.
Pass to Robinson. And here's Adebayo. No good from outside. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Now here's Wiggins. Still without a bucket. Robinson gets the bucket.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Wagner inside. Here's Batase. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oh, nice shot by Mitchell. And here's Suggs. He has 7. Batase with a screen. It's Suggs with a drive. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw.
Shooting for Orlando, Jalen Suggs.
Good on the second one. 5 ticks left in the first quarter. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Pass to Robinson. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Now in the game, number 24, Haywood Highsmith.
Orlando leading by 7. Anthony outside. Here's Black. 6 to shoot. There's the block. To the paint. Pass to Highsmith. Now Hero. Here's Larson. He's guarded by Anthony. Anderson uses the glass on the layup.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Hero outside. Pass to Robinson. Back to Hero. Outside Robinson. Here's Larson. Three-pointer, no good. Orlando leading by 7. Now here's Banchero. Anderson covers. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Again, the Heat misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it coin above the rim and make it look easy.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Suggs outside to the inside. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 8.
The offensive talent, the ingenuity, size, strength. Banchero has a full book bag, folks.
Back to Hero. Pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Inside. Here's Ware. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Banchero. And out of bounds. The Heat will take it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Hero for 3.
Well, that is great defense from Suggs. He's got all the tools to lock you down and lock you up.
No good on the wing 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Orlando leading by 8. Banchero outside. Banchero hammers it home.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mitchell. Adebayo from long range. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Adebayo's got 5 points now in the quarter. Banchero outside. Here's Wagner. And it goes.